Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to this morning's meditation with me, Deanne, on the Deanne Awakening Love page. I'll just give you all a few moments to arrive. Good morning. How are you? I'll just let you all file in and find a notification. Good morning, Berlin. Good morning, Michigan. It's very grey here this morning and raining. Good morning. Good morning and welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all of you. How are you all this morning? There's more of you arriving now. Great stuff. It's a dress, thank you. It's actually a dress. Yeah. Got banana in my teeth. You are looking like sunshine. Oh, thank you. Yes, well, it's very dull outside, so I'm making up for it. Thanks. Yeah, I've not worn it in a while. I've got my event a bit later, so I thought I'd put this on. Even though it's only an online event, why not dress up? Might as well. Yeah, I just felt like I've got some purple leggings on with it. So I'm quite bright. If I was walking down the street, it wouldn't be able to miss me. Hopefully cheering everybody up with the colour scheme. Thank you. Yeah, it's actually a dress I got in London quite a few years ago now. But I'm really good at looking after my clothes and my stuff, so things last a long time with me, unless I give it away. I think I'm going to do that soon, actually, just go through my clothes and see what I've not been wearing or don't want to wear anymore, and then give them to somebody that does, either friends or charity or whatever. I suggest you all do the same, actually. Just go through your clothes and clear out the clutter. Clear out the clutter. Good morning, I like that. Sunshine from my favourite chair in my kitchen is at Sandefjord, Norway. Lovely. Good morning. Good morning. Janet very kindly sent me some healing and did some work with me yesterday, which was lovely. I think it's helped. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good evening or good afternoon. Hello, Washington. Hello, you familiar lot. So which of you is going to join me on my Zoom gathering today? Or how many of you should I say? Maybe not which of you. How many of you are going to join me on my Zoom gathering? Zoom gathering at 11 a.m. British Summer Time, London time today. And we've got the amazing Shrinari. Just amazing. And if you've been keeping an eye on my posts on my page, then you will have seen some of their music and they are amazing. So they're going to be on the Zoom call, and also another friend of mine, Nikki Slade, who does kirtan, and she's going to be doing kirtan with us, and she is amazing. So we've got three incredible musicians on a Zoom gathering today at 11 a.m. Meditation and sharing and poetry and all kinds of yummy things. So bring your beautiful selves, bring your gifts, talents and sharings and writings, and you can share something as well. We've got a beautiful space that's open for people to share in. And if you're musical, you can share some of your own music or a song with us as well. We love that. Yeah, Zoom. Good. Okay, well, you know what to do. If you put Zoom in the comments, then I'll be able to post a link. Hopefully, you know, the other day when I was talking about the Darshan event on Monday, and I asked everyone to put Darshan in the comments, Facebook decided that I was spamming everybody and stopped me from posting the comments, so I couldn't tell you the information, which was, you know, typical. So I've done that a bit late, but those of you that want to join the Darshan on Monday as well at 4 p.m. British Summer Time, London time, do let me know, and I will give you the details for that as well. It'd be lovely to have lots of you there because it's more powerful with more of us. And of course I wish that we were in a room and, you know, I could physically be there with you, but actually, because we're all over the world, this is much easier than all of us flying to one place. So it actually works better for the purpose of working with people all over the world. So yeah, if you want to join a Zoom, let me know if you don't already have the Zoom info. Love to have you in the room. That rhymed. Zoom in the room. Also got another guest hopefully on my Zoom gathering today, and that's Georgia Wyss, and she created a film. She's the director of the film Mantras Sounds into Silence, of which Nikki Slade, who is also one of my guests, is on the film. So you might like to join that so that you can also meet Georgia as well and listen to what she has to say. And she's going to be doing some global screenings of her film. So there's some information about that, and I will ask her about that if she drops onto the call. She's planning to, it's just whether she's had to do something else, but I think she'll be able to join us today. I'm going to try and show up for a while for the Sunday service. Great. Well, it's 11 till 1, so it's like 2 hours, but we, you know, it's 2 hours of jam-packed magical mystery because anything can happen, and it did last week, but hopefully this week it will all go a bit smoother. So yeah, welcome all of you this morning. Anyone like to share anything, or anyone like to ask me anything? You're very welcome, as you know by now. And please, you know, invite your friends. If you want to tag your friends in some of this, that would be great. We can spread the word then. I was helping a little bit with the social media side of things last night with a concert online with Shrinari again. Hello, how are you? How are you after yesterday's session? Let me know. Yeah, I should also mention that I am available for one-to-ones, powerful healing and balancing work. So stay tuned. If you'd like some of that, let me know. Good morning from Books. I don't know anything about Zoom. Do you want me to tell you then? Will the parrot be present? Who knows? We could have another escapee parrot. It's possible, isn't it? Would you like to join a Zoom? Books, would you like to join a Zoom? If you would, do you have Zoom? That's another question. If you don't, you can install it very easily on your phone, on your laptop. Download the app Zoom, and then you go to the homepage, join a meeting, and then you add in the details that I will be sharing with any of you that want to come to the Zoom today. I'll just reiterate for you, because I know you perhaps missed what I said before. So we've got a Zoom meeting every Sunday, including today. It's at 11 AM British Summertime, London time. And today we have got beautiful and amazing Shrinari, incredible music. Another friend of mine who is also incredible, Nikki Slade, and she's going to be doing Kirtan with us. Kirtan is Sanskrit mantras, something I'm very familiar with, but you will learn about. We also have meditation and sharing, and people can share their music, they can share their poetry, they can just share something that's happening for them at the moment. Or, you know, so it's a beautiful space. And last week, we actually were interrupted by a parrot that had escaped from next door. So we had an interesting meeting last week, and Zoom was not on its best behaviour, so we had all kinds of technical issues, but I found out that was a global thing, so hopefully they've fixed all of that now and we won't have any more of that. Good, glad to hear you're good. Yes, do try, don't try, do. You know when you try to do something, you never actually do it, do you? Think about it. If you've got, okay, so say, obviously I've got glass here. If I try to pick up this glass, what actually happens? If I try to pick up the glass, what actually happens? I'm trying to pick it up. I haven't actually picked it up, have I? It's still on the table or in my other hand or whatever. So when we say try, actually it means nothing. So we either do or we don't. But trying, yeah, you pick it up when you pick it up, but if you're trying to pick it up, it doesn't happen. It's a funny word in the language. We have to be more aware of the words that we use, because the language that we use is very misleading at times. When we say I'm going to try and do something, it means we're not going to do it. But if we say we're going to do something, you know, like, okay, for example, great example, I'm going to try and give up smoking. You know what's going to happen, don't you? You're just not going to do it. I'm going to try and stop drinking alcohol. Well, there's that try in there. That means you're not going to do it. So it's like you either stop smoking or stop drinking or stop whatever. No, you don't have to apologize. I'm just explaining something. It's fine. So many people use that word and they think that it's actually meaning something, but it really isn't, and it's not very helpful. And when we speak out loud, we are spelling. When we speak out loud, we are spelling. We are exclaiming to the universe, to life, to the powers that be, to the universal source, what we want, what we don't want, what we want to create, what we don't want to create. So our language needs to be, specifically if we really want to do something or not do something, needs to be really clear, because each one of us is a creative being, and when we speak, we bring into being what we're speaking. So when we speak, we bring into being what we are speaking. So, for example, if you negatively talk about yourself to someone else, or you talk about something about your life in a negative way to somebody or something, or just generally, or to yourself, then you're kind of reaffirming that thing that you don't want to continue just by continuing to talk about it and give it energy. It's like when I've mentioned before about the energy going to the mind. You know, when we're busy with the thoughts, all the energy goes to the mind, the consciousness goes to the mind. And then you can actually feel quite tired from that experience, from the mind being really busy and all your energy going on thoughts. And so when we speak, that is our energy as well. Our energy is coming out into the world with our words. And that's creation, energy in motion, emotion, creation. So the way we speak about things, people, each other, or situations is really, really important. We are literally spelling things into being. We are creative beings. We are manifesting with our words. We are manifesting our experience with our words. So what we say, do, and be is creating part of our experience. Hello, California. Okay, I do. My language is different. Yes, that's fine. If we try, we start, but maybe not successful because we are rubbish. That's what I mean. So try isn't really a helpful word. Not if you want to accomplish something. That it's not clear language. It's not clear language, you know. I cleaned a lot yesterday. You motivated me. Fabulous. Fabulous. That's amazing. Well done. Brilliant. Yeah, good. Go for it. All of you. Clear out your closets. Clear out your houses. Get rid of the rubbish. Let's spend some of this next few days, next few weeks, clearing out your stuff. Let it all go. Anything you don't like, you don't want, you don't use, you don't wear, let it go. Give it to somebody that will use it, that will cherish it, that does want it. You know, whether that's a friend or maybe charity, or maybe you just need to recycle things, whatever you need to do. But coming back to what I was saying, the way we speak about things is how we bring things into being. If you look at your life and the stories that you've told yourself, then you will see there's a correlation there. I've noticed this with myself, believe me, and I'm still learning. But the one thing that I did do, because I've been asked recently, how did I stop smoking? Because it's quite a long time ago now, actually. It's quite, how many years is it now? It's just like 21 years since I stopped smoking. Wow, really? Yeah, 21 years since I stopped smoking. Literally, I just realised one day that I needed to stop smoking, and I made a decision to stop. I didn't say, oh, I might stop, or I'm going to try and stop, or you know, maybe I'll stop. I said to myself, that's it, last one, not going to have any more, not going to think about it too much either. And it took a while for the brain to get over the actions of, you know, getting a packet of cigarettes and smoking one, and it took a while for those patterns to change. And at times I would feel like, you know, that habit, yes, I want another one, but then it was like, no, I've made a decision, I'm just going to stop. And to be honest, I think most of the things that I've cut out of my life have happened in that way. I've made a decision and then I've just stuck to it. Instead of making a big deal about it, I've just got, right, I'm going to do this, that's it now. You know, like alcohol, which was 7 years ago now or something. And I just had my last sip of alcohol, which I think was brandy. I can remember because it's the last one. And that was it. You know, I just made a decision. I'm never going to drink again. And so I didn't, and I haven't. And I think that was more for, well, allergies, because I certainly seem to be getting allergies towards alcohol, but also health, well-being, just recognizing that actually wasn't doing me any good, even in small quantities, just wasn't doing me any good. So I thought, well, what's the point? There's no point to this. It's not making me feel good. It's not enhancing my life in any way. It's not making me feel healthy. So I just stopped. So I think when we think about these things too much, we say, oh, I can't do this, I can't give up this, I can't give up that, it's going to be really difficult and I need help. Actually, you just need to make a very, very clear decision and then stick to it. And I think that when you really recognise that you're making that decision for your own health and well-being, it's not to do with anyone else, never to do with anyone else. You make that decision for your own health and well-being, then you stick to it, you know. Me, 19 years, stopped smoking, well done. That's similar to me. My daughter pushed me. I promised her, so I couldn't change because I promised, and I stopped, but nearly died. Oh my goodness. You nearly died from smoking, do you mean? Or something else? Yes, well, we can, of course, we can make the decision for other people, but it's always more effective if you actually make it for yourself, because then you know you're not going to start again, because you're not doing it for someone else or for someone else's benefit or for someone else's ideas about what you should and shouldn't be doing. It's far better to make that decision for yourself. But yeah, so in life, just think about how you are speaking about yourself, your life, your experience, what you want to bring in the world. And I know this can be tricky because if you've been very conditioned to believe and think a certain way, then these patterns can be difficult to break. But we can break them by changing the way that we think and speak and feel about certain situations in our lives. And to bring awareness to those patterns as well, of how we're speaking, what we're saying to ourselves and others, and you know, and how others treat us as well, and just recognizing that we don't have to accept that either. I wish that was easy for me. I've needed a 12-step program. I understand and work on the causes and conditions more deeply. Yeah, I think I understand what you're saying as well, and I'm not dismissing that because it might seem a bit glib that I'm just saying, oh, just stop. And yeah, I get it. It's easier for me to have said that and done it than it will be for other people, because when there's addiction is involved, it's often because there's heavy trauma going on, which is why the addiction surfaced in the first place. And then, you know, the addiction is something to hold on to cling on to, something that can be controlled, whereas the trauma isn't. So yeah, there are lots of layers to this. I realise that. And it, you know, it depends on the person and the addiction or the crutch and the reasons that someone has moved towards that to help them at that particular time in their lives, or felt that it could help, when of course is the opposite is probably true. That is a stupid joke. I was in bed for 3 days. I couldn't wake up. The first 3 months was very hard, but I did, and I'm happy now. Wow, goodness. So, gosh, giving up smoking really affected you. That's the other thing. These things can really affect us in so many different ways, because our bodies are all, you know, our chemical structure, our bodies are all so different. We are so unique in our outcome, you know, in the way that we relate to the same things, you know, like I said, you know, me giving up smoking was easy, someone else not so easy. Me giving up alcohol was easy, someone else not so easy, because we all have different body chemistry, we have varying degrees of different things happening in our body systems that react to things in different ways, which is why we can't all be treated the same either when it comes to medicine. You know, we can't all be treated the same because our bodies react in different ways to different substances. We have our own balances to maintain. But the main message from this is, if you make a decision, you can do it. You can give up that thing. You can stop that pattern. You can change your life. You can. You can. The power is in your hands. You can make that decision and you can change it. And it may take a few months, it may take a few years, it may take a few days, but you can change it. I think I am on something like, and I really will check, must be like day 60 now of these meditations that I've been doing. That's 60 days. I can hardly believe it. 60 days that I've got up early throughout this whole thing, got myself organised, got downstairs. Okay, I have been late a few times, but basically between 8 a.m. and I think 8:15 was perhaps the latest, I've been here. I've been here on my page, on the other page. I've been here for you, for me, for all of us to share meditation and to be together in this way. And I'm really impressed with that. And it shows that you can make a little change every day that will make a big difference. So take a small step every day and it will make a big difference. Stick to it, commit to yourself, because when you commit to anything, you're actually committing to yourself. Self-respect, self-love. You make a commitment, you do it for yourself. Loads of layers of denial to break through. Even before I get to the trauma, I'm 57. I'm 57 days from smoking weed, one at a time. Yeah, well, that's amazing. Well done, well done. Tried to give it up so many times. I really meant every time, and then convinced myself, well, you know, if there's a medicinal side to it, then that can be another issue. I need to work a program. Setting the intention clearly every day is a massive part of the program. Yes, exactly. Taking it a day at a time. So for this day, for this moment, I choose not to do, and whatever it is. And then the following day, for this moment, I choose not to do, and then whatever it is. And you just that's the best way, is to take it each day at a time and each moment at a time. It's like when you're looking after your body and you're putting in healthy things, and I know we've discussed this before, so I won't go into it in massive detail, but it's literally, you know, in that moment, what are you choosing? What is the choice that you are making for your body, for your health, for your well-being? Is it really the right choice? You know, question, I'm about to have this, whatever it is, a chocolate cake, for example, you know, or I'm going to have a salad with healthy vegetables and fruits and, you know, packed full of vitamins and minerals. You know, are you going to choose the chocolate cake, which, you know, really hasn't got many beneficial vitamins in it or anything, probably just full of sugar, right? And then you're going to probably feel quite depleted after you've had it. Or you're going to choose the nutritional, dense food that you know is going to nourish you, going to keep you going for hours, going to help you clear and be more clear in your thinking. And it's like, in that moment, what is that choice? What are you going to choose? And you can, this is every moment, every day. What are you choosing for yourself? What are you choosing in your life? Are you choosing peace? It's another question. Are you choosing drama on some level? You know, bring yourself to the place of recognizing what you need, what is the best choice for you. Yes, the 24-hour plan. Yeah, it's not something I've learned, it's just something I understand from my own experience, and recognizing that if you want to change your behavior, then you change it every moment, every day. And that's how you change it, by continually focusing each day on changing it, making it different, on creating a new one. I don't drink alcohol, apart from big celebrations. I only had... Right, good. You know, also, please don't get me wrong. If you do any of these things, that is your choice. I'm not telling you not to do that. It's entirely up to you. But what I am saying is, if you want to stop because you know that it's not the right thing for you ultimately, then this is how you stop, day by day, moment by moment, with awareness to that thing. Because to say to someone who's been drinking for 20 years and is basically, you know, an alcoholic in medical terms, to stop drinking, they're going to have trouble with that, especially if they're looking ahead too far, you know, oh, in so many months' time you'll get this, and so da, da, da. People can't do that. That's what makes it tricky. But if you focus on today I won't, and then when the next day comes, today I won't, and before you know it, you've completely changed your life through small actions every day. I agree. Being fully conscious in every thought we follow in our actions. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Recovering addict, 2 years clean. Amazing. Amazing. Well done. Amazing. Amazing. I knew I was speaking to you all. I wondered what I was talking to you about this for, but then it all makes sense, because you all know what I'm talking about. Just using my intuition again. Yeah, so make that commitment to yourself. Love yourself. And in loving yourself, it's changing your life, moment to moment, day to day, week to week, month, because it adds up. It adds up. Thank you for being my inspiration on this Sunday morning. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that I can be on a Sunday morning. Yeah, well done. Absolutely. Amazing. Yeah, self-love versus self-abuse. Yes. But there is a but in that, and often the self-abuse comes from being abused in some way. So you, somebody has created a pattern of abuse has arisen in your experience, and then you treat yourself the way that others have treated you. And the trick is to treat yourself differently to the way others have treated you. Connecting with others is so important. We can't do this alone. Not expected to do it alone, no. Community, connection, and meditation. But you know, if I tell someone I don't drink, smoke, take drugs, they look at me in a strange way. I'm feeling like I come from the moon. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I hear you. Imagine, right? I don't even, yeah, I absolutely hear you. People ask me, like, what do you do for fun? It's like, well, meditate. Go to a sober rave. Go to a cacao party. I haven't done any of these things in a while, but you know, my idea of fun and entertainment now is so different to what it used to be. So I totally understand. And yeah, to the average, you know, normal society, whatever the heck that means. To normal society, yeah, I am totally strange. I'm totally bonkers. My life is, you know, yeah, what can I say? Yep, I know that one, but that's their problem, not mine. Yes, of course. Dance with the dogs for fun. Great. Yeah, well, as I mentioned, yeah, dancing is great. To dance a few minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes every day is really good. Well, you know, society has been built around these ideas, hasn't it? It's very much built on alcohol, it appears. And that's changed very recently with all the pubs and everything being shut. People are really, you know, where's that gone? That whole society structure around drinking alcohol has gone. So, yeah. I have so much fun being sober. I haven't had a drink for 3 years. I love to dance, fire dance, surf. Wow, that sounds cool. You surf, amazing. Fire dancing sounds amazing as well. Yeah, good job. Good job. You guys are amazing. See, you've given up these things that have been so unhelpful in your lives. Or maybe it helped for a while, but then obviously it got to a point where it didn't help anymore, and hence the realization to just stop, to quit, to give up, to let go, to change the pattern, Put yourself first, self-love. So anyone have any questions for me? I'm loving all of your sharings. It's really beautiful, and thanks for the hearts and likes and everything. Thank you for your sharings. They really are amazing, and well done to so many of you for changing your lives. Self-respect is better than others' opinions. Self-respect is really important too. But often it takes not having that to know what that is. So it's like not respecting ourselves to knowing what it means to respect ourselves. Not loving ourselves to knowing what it means to love ourselves. We often experience one before we can experience the other. Seems to be the way. Your skin is amazing. I'm wondering how old you are. Old? Have a guess. I'm going to let you have a guess just for fun, you know. Just for fun, have a guess how old I am. Some of you probably know already, but just have a guess. Stick your numbers in the comments and I'll let you know. Let's play a game. Guess how old I am. So, good guess. No. Almost. Keep guessing. Don't look at each other's answers. Oh, that's a problem. You'll be able to do that, won't you, actually? Oh, well. I'll give you a couple more guesses. And then I'll let you know. You're not far off. One of you isn't far off. I'll say that much. Any more guesses? There's a lot over here. Well, at least that's what it's telling me. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Any more guesses? How you feel? Tell them. You're as old as you feel. Yeah, that's funny. Any more guesses? We've got 3. I was thinking of anyone else who's watching actually having a guess. This was like 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. Actually, I think you're just great at looking after yourself, so I think you're 44. You are correct. You are correct. I'll actually be 45 this year, in a few months' time. You are like my daughter, 42. I'm 44. Nearly 45. Notice there's like a delay, isn't there? So I'm still getting the answers from when I asked you a few minutes ago. Anyway, we got there eventually. Yes, well, I think the trick to looking after your skin, which I've said before, is plenty of water, loads of fruit and vegetables. Yeah, basically eat like a rabbit. And yes, I know what you mean, the Chinese sign. Yeah, I am. August. It's in August. Yeah, August. I'm an August baby. Wow, your oldest is 43. Amazing. I am. Yeah. $75. I am, yes. I'm a Leo. You're all guessing everything now. Okay. Funny. Ah, you're a Virgo. Yeah. My sister's a Virgo. She's born a week before me. Oh no, sorry, week after me, rather. But not in the same year. And my youngest sister is Pisces. Aries. Ah, Aries, Libra. Cool. So, anyone else have any questions? Ah, cool. Yeah, you're really on the cusp. Interesting mixture. Anyone else have any questions? Anything they'd like to share? I think we're going to have to move on to the meditation because I've got a Zoom meeting to prepare for as well today. It's quite full on. Wow, you've got 7 brothers. That's incredible. Amazing. How do I foresee what's actually happening in the world? Great question. Can someone just let me know the time, the UK time, for those of you in the UK? I've got to keep an eye on it today. As much as I don't like the whole time thing, but for practical reasons, it comes in handy. Libra as well. What do I foresee that's actually happening in the world? That's such a big question. I'm going to attempt to answer it though. Thank you. Meanwhile, can someone let me know the time? Okay, great, thank you. So, what's happening in the world right now is Great Awakening. This has been spoken about for at least the last 20-30 years now. and it appeared that there were different times when it's been happening, but now it's very, very clear. There's a great cosmic shift in the matrix, which is we are moving from a me society to a we society. So what's in it for me is now becoming what's in it for us. How can we create together? How can we transform the world together? What are our values? They used to be very much about what I want, what I need, what I'm doing for myself. What can I get out of this? To we're working together, we're creating together, we're manifesting together. So there's a shift in awareness and consciousness, in the amount of light that we are receiving at the moment, in the amount of wisdom that we're receiving, and we're basically moving into a completely different age. You know, there have been times in history where we have gone from one age to another, and everything has transformed, including the arts, technology, society, values. All these things every so many years completely shift, and we're now on the cusp. We haven't quite reached what it's going to look like, but we're also absolutely left the old stuff behind now. So how your life was 3 months ago, say, on average 3 months ago, your life will never be the same again now. The life that we had 3 months ago has gone. The world has gone that we knew. And we are now in a process of manifesting a new world, a new life, a new experience from a very different set point. And the set point includes upgrades of our DNA, upgrades of technology, global technology, upgrades in our health and well-being, upgrades in the amount of light that we are receiving into our bodies, into our body's cells. And light is information, so we're also becoming more aware of various things about ourselves. We're having life review, we're having a time of life review. I have spoken about this before, but for this question, it needs to be readdressed. We are also looking at our relationships, really recognizing what's important to us at this time. By that I mean old habits are being let go of. We are forming new ideas, new beliefs, new patterns of thought, and these are all manifesting in where we go from now forwards, so to speak. I think one of the key things is the values as human beings, the values that we have that are now being put into really, really strong focus, so that we don't go back to the old habits. We can't go back. That world has literally gone, and this reminds me of a meditation I had many, many years ago, where I was looking down at the earth from a cloud, and the earth was in chaos, absolute chaos, and drama and craziness. And from this place in the clouds where there was peace and harmony and beauty and connection, and it's like the split in consciousness of, and so at the moment there are various different experiences that people are having, and some are very much having all the drama, all the fear, all the worries, all the concerns, and they are living in that. Unfortunately, they are living in that, and that is their daily experience. And then there are some of us now who are coming into an awareness of daily peace. We're not in fear, we're not worried about anything. We're just completely going with the flow. We're open to life. We're understanding that there is a process here that's happening and that it is for our own good. And so there is a kind of a split that's happened. There's a kind of split. It's all consciousness, but people are in different dimensions of it. And so in a dimension, they're having a different experience of the same thing. And this has become wider now. And it's not even that we're existing in two different worlds, because we see the people in fear, they're around us all the time, but we are not experiencing what they're experiencing. So there's this gap in consciousness and awareness. So there are these layers of dimensions, and each of the layers of dimensions is a different vibration, and the different vibration is how we experience life, how we experience source, how we experience day to day. And it's not that there's anything wrong with the people who are experiencing it from a standpoint of pure fear. That is their experience, and that's necessary for their growth and their understanding. And there are all these in between. So we are essentially moving from a 3D reality, third dimensional reality. This glass is 3D. Beyond the fourth dimensional reality and into the fifth dimensional reality. And as we move through these dimensions, we move towards love. We move towards the highest vibration of love, of compassion, of unity. And so the lower vibration is fear. But in order to know love, we have to work through fear. You know, when you are suffering and you are in fear, you can move through that and into love. So it's not that anything is wrong with these other frequencies. They are necessary for the growth and experience of those that are experiencing them and growing from them. Yeah, different dimensions are different frequencies. And this is becoming more and more clear, because the vastness between the consciousness of many people on the planet and different groups of people on the planet is becoming more and more obvious. The way that we think and feel about things is so different. How is this happening? It's happening through meditation. It's happening through awakening. Through our awakening, through awakening to the truth of who we are, we recognize there is no fear and there is no death. Through awakening to the truth of who we are, we raise our vibration. We recognize we're a part of everything. We're not separate. the amount of light, the quotient of light that comes into the body through awakening, and the quotient of information, wisdom, is helping us to look from another perspective. And when we look from another perspective, we are coming from a different dimension of experience, a different frequency of experience. How we look, how we perceive, is what we experience. So if we look through the eyes of fear, again, nothing wrong with that, then we will experience a world in fear. If we look through the eyes of balance, then we will experience a world full of balance. If we look through the eyes of love, then we will experience a world full of love. We will love everyone and everything as we love ourselves, as we recognize ourselves as everyone and everything. But many have not come to these realizations yet. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. We're all at different points in growth, in awareness, in frequency, in dimension. Because Earth, the universe, is a school. And we are all learning how to be more of what we are, how to develop our skills, talents and abilities, how to relate to the world, how to be of the highest service to ourselves, each other. And until we really recognize, until we know in our hearts, till we fully know and experience that we are all one and the same thing, then we will continue to live from the place of I need this, I need that, that's mine, that's yours, and the fear of not enough and not having, or however that story goes. But when we recognize and we experience life from the heart, then we know everyone is a part of us. We know that we are a part of everyone, that what we do to others, we do to ourselves. Because collectively we are one. Collectively we are one. When you see that person in the supermarket and they're wearing a mask and they're in fear, and even although you're making a joke with them, they can't smile, they can't laugh, they can't let that love into their hearts. All you can do is have compassion for that one, because that one is a part of you and was you maybe 10 years ago when you were in that experience of fear. Same as you may come across somebody who is you in 20 years time, more advanced, more experienced, more understanding and a higher vibration than even you at this moment. This is how it is. All things shall come to pass, yes, and that which remains is what you are. So all that comes to pass, but this will not come to pass. Recognize that which is always here, is always now, doesn't pass. Absolutely agree, resonate with everything you've mentioned. This is directly the journey I'm tuning into. So much inner change has happened, old thinking, behaviours all being smashed. Dreams are incredible at the moment. Yes, yes, yes. We are the change, we are the change. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, smiling and chatting to people all the time. Same here, I hear you, absolutely. Supporting and connecting more with friends and family. Beautiful, lovely. You're in service. And as we wake up, we become in service, because we can't not be in service, recognising that one and all is the same. Then it turns everything on its head, I understand intellectually, but have a lot of pain. It's hard to trust. Can you trust yourself? Can you trust yourself? Can you trust life? Who is it hard to trust? Ask yourself, who is it hard to trust, really? By the grace of God go I. Beautiful, I love that. Yes, exactly. So, yes, life appears to move quickly. Enjoy it all. Even the things that you don't enjoy. Enjoy the sadness, enjoy the joy, enjoy the peace, enjoy the drama, enjoy all aspects of life. Let what comes come, let what goes go. Be open to each moment. Thank you. Right. Thank you for all your beautiful questions, for all your amazing sharings this morning. So, so lovely. To trust that I will heal. You are healed already. Recognize you are healed already. So we're going to have a few moments in silence now for meditation. So let's all take a deep breath, breathing into your belly, placing a hand on your belly, hand on your heart. You're welcome. Hand on your belly, hand on your heart chakra. Taking a breath in, down into the belly. Breathing out. Oh, so much love to you. So closing our eyes now. Just whether you're lying down, it's okay. Just lie down. If you want to sit up, you can. Back straight. We're just going to go into silence for a few moments. Closing your eyes. Just letting the breath settle. Notice how you feel. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Just taking a deep breath in. As you breathe out, letting the whole body relax. Just gently opening your eyes. We're just going to rub our hands together. And I'd like you just to rub your hand over your arm, down your legs, down to your feet. Give yourselves a hug, a nice tight hug. Knowing that you are loved, you can trust in life, trust yourself. For those of you that would like to connect with me, you can find me on my Deanne Awakening Love page or my Deanne G page on Facebook. I'm available to work with one-to-one. Just send me a message or a private message. Please check out my website, www.awakeninglove.co.uk, which is being updated. As we speak and as you find this, it will be updated more and more with various things that I'm offering. If you would like to make a contribution to my PayPal to help me continue these morning meditations and my sharings, please put PayPal in the comments below. I will include my PayPal link with this video. If you'd like to join me on Zoom, please put Zoom in the comments for today's Zoom meeting at 11 AM British Summer Time, London time. The Zoom is free. Again, if you would like to make a contribution, you are more than welcome. Donations just help me keep everything going. So, much love to you all. Many, many blessings. I'll see you all again tomorrow, if not on Zoom. Have a blessed day, blessed evening, blessed afternoon.